When I first started self-improvement, I would try every method I learned about, every habit. I would try to implement it and just do everything I saw online. One day I was focusing on fitness, and the next day would be mental health, and then I was focusing on the channel, and I just went in all these different directions at the same time. But because I didn't commit to just one or few things, I never actually made any progress, and any of the many goals that I had set myself, they didn't get achieved. Because when you're going in 10 different directions, you're not really going in any direction. You're trying to do everything at once, but that's just not how it works. If you don't already know me, my name's Laureus, and I hope young men fast track their self-improvement success. You're clearly interested in that, so just go down and click that subscribe button right now. I continued to do this for way too long. It was only 6 months ago that I learned about a concept called Essentialism. Essentialism is the idea that by focusing on fewer things, you get more done and see better results. The way that I used this was that I would decrease my list of goals. Before, I would have like 5 or 6 goals at the same time. See, I was going in 5-6 directions, and then I decreased it to just 2 goals that I would have on my list. And it's actually even better if you have just one goal, but I just haven't been able to make that happen. But if you can just make one goal, then that's the best. But 2 goals is what I've had to do, and by only focusing on these 2 things, I get way more done and I progress way faster towards those goals. So now, instead of having 5 goals to think about, I just focus on these 2. I put all of my time and effort into them, and the one goal is in fitness and the other goal is in this channel and growing and helping people, right? So the one goal right here, I'm doing the work right now. I'm waking up early for that. And the fitness, I just eat right and train hard. So you see, I only have 2 things to focus about, and I can just channel all of my energy and all my brain power towards those things. And therefore, when there's only 2 things to focus on, and I don't have to think about doing all of these things at the same time, I actually get more progress in these goals because I have more time and more energy and more focus to put towards them. And that's why, even though you might only achieve fewer goals, right, you will actually achieve them, because before I was always so sad and disappointed that I never achieved any of the goals that I had set. But now I can actually see that I'm making steady and faster progress because I'm actually using only my time on those 2 things that I've set myself out to do. And the one thing is to build my physique, get more muscle and lose fat. And the other one is to, of course, grow this channel to 5,000 subscribers this year. And you might say that's a crazy goal because there's only 5 or 6 months left. But I can see that the progress is slowly starting to pick up because I'm putting in the work every single day. You can see for the past couple of months I've been uploading every single day. And that's because I don't have 5 priorities. I wouldn't have been able to do all of this work if I had 10 other priorities. It's because I've decided that I want to focus on just doing this that I've been able to get so far so quickly. I mean, it's not like a crazy example that I've gotten to 350 subscribers within these months. Some people get it faster, but I'm just saying that there's a way that I've been able to do this, because before, you can look back 1 year ago, I would post inconsistently. That's when I had so many goals. I would never really grow the channel. It will only be my friend, you can see that the few subscribers I've had that back then, it was 10 or 14 subscribers. I only have those people watching, and I never grew because I didn't post consistently. I didn't put in the work. I had so many other things that I wanted to do at the same time. But it's only now that I've actually focused on doing this that I've made it happen. But this is not just about your goals, it's also about your thoughts. If you really want essentialism to work in your favor, you need to channel all your thoughts towards your goals. Because if you're thinking about all sorts of other stuff, watching TV, watching the news, watching all of this stuff, if you're making your brain have to think about and take in all of this information of other stuff, then you won't have as much brain power to focus on the things you actually want to achieve. So the way that you can do this is limit the input into your brain, the distractions, all of the things that are not towards your goals. Limit those things. So that could be scrolling, consuming meaningless content, maybe even watching the news, because to be honest, some of those stories you don't really need to hear them. So some of this stuff that's not gonna make you get towards your goal, why are you doing that? You're just taking all of your brain power and sapping it into things that's not gonna help you get to your goal. So by removing these things, you have less time to think about all sorts of other stuff, so that literally while you're on the toilet, you'll be thinking about how can I progress, and you'll be like doing all sorts of things, and you'll just be thinking about your goals. And this is literally, it seems autistic and shit, but this is the way that you progress. This is the way that you see faster results, and you actually see that you're going somewhere, that you're not just staying the same place because you're shooting 10 arrows instead of focusing on that one. And this is also about the activities that you do. Make sure that everything that you do in your life is aligned to your goals, because if it isn't, then why are you doing that? It's not going to help you. If it's not going to help you get to there, then why are you doing it? If you really want to achieve something, you should only do the things that's going to get you to where you want to be. Because if you're doing all sorts of other things, you'll also be going in another direction. And this is the thing with essentialism. We want to focus on just going in one direction and just only go there and not go all these other ways. This is the way that you can focus on less things and achieve more. Because by doing this, instead of trying a little bit on 10 different things, you'll try only 1 or 2 things, right? And you'll just go all in on it. You'll only think about those things instead of trying to, divide your brain power into 10 different things. Then you can't really get anywhere. But if you only focus on very, very few things, you can just channel all of your energy and all of your focus towards that, and then you will see success. And that's how you actually progress. When you've tried this for a couple of months, try and write down in the comments how it went for you. I would like to hear about that. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more videos from a smaller YouTuber like me, then go down and click that subscribe button right now. It's a win-win for both me and you. Also check out the Discord server. It's the first link in the description. It's a small brotherhood that we're trying to grow, and I would really appreciate seeing you in there. And last but not least, put one foot in front of the other.